If you've watched this channel, you've certainly seen me talk about my 3D printed Starlink mounts. I use it to mount my Starlink quick and easily to my rig or around camp on a tripod. But here's the thing, I've actually designed and 3D printed over 50 things for my rig, and today I want to share 3 of my favorites. Curious? Let's dive in. So the first thing I want to show you is for my MaxTrax traction boards. Now, I do use these for recovery sometimes, or lend them to friends too, right? Snow, mud, sand, things like that. They're really useful. But the way I use them most of the time is actually at camp. When I get to camp, sometimes my truck camper is unlevel, and I just want it to be nice and level for sleeping or cooking. And undoing these pins can be a pain in the butt. Like, I like it. It's a nice way to mount them, but you know, these can get really stiff, right? That can be hard to turn when it's hot or cold. You can adjust it, but they almost never stay the same tension. And so I made this, right? It's a 3D printed MaxTrax pin wrench, right? It's perfect size just for that. And I couldn't find this anywhere, right? I couldn't go into like a Home Depot and get this, right? A MaxTrax doesn't even make this, right? And I wanted one that had lots of leverage so I could easily turn it, right? And so it fits on here. Makes it super easy to turn. And it's just something I couldn't find anywhere else. So that's one example of how 3D printing can really help, right? You can make these bespoke things just for you, just for your situation. I like this high-vis orange so I don't lose it. And it's a tool I keep with me all the time. It's in the door of my truck. And when I get out to set up camp, I just grab this, level out the truck, and get into camping. A lot of the things I've 3D printed are for the inside of my truck camper. It's a small space. It's like 100 square feet. And when there's 2 people in there and all your stuff, it's easy for it to get messy. And a lot of the things I've made are things to help organize it and use every little inch of space, because every inch counts. One of the things I really love, it's actually one of my favorite things, I don't think people get why I love it, is this clip rail, right? I have these binder clips on here. I just absolutely love these things. They make it really easy to just close a bag of chips. I have some up front in my truck. I have them back here in my cooking area. And they're just a great way to close up a bag, right? Because we all love our gas station snack foods when we're traveling. These are Jacks. If you've ever encountered these, they're awesome. They use cheddar and blue cheese. So I'm not here to sell Jacks, but they're my favorite cheese curl. And it just makes it really easy, right? I use them for all sorts of things. I use it to keep my dish towel in place when we're driving down really bumpy roads. Sometimes I use it as a clamp when I've had to glue something or epoxy something when it breaks out there. I've used it for clothespins and a clothesline, and so I just love these binder clips. Now, you don't have to just use binder clips. You can also use this rail to mount chip clips or other kind of clips you have in your house, but it can just get really messy, right, if you don't have a place for things. And so I love having everything in its place, so all the clips go here. And if you've ever heard Adam Savage talk about first order achievability, right, he really likes the idea that you can grab something in one motion, right? You don't have to open a drawer or take a bin out of a cabinet and open it up. So I think it's really cool that I can just grab one of these when I'm cooking here at the stove, or just grab one, put a clip on it, pop it up top in the storage bin. Just makes life really easy. Now, I'm curious if you have an infatuation with binder clips like I do, or there's some other kind of clip you love carrying with you, and where you store them. So put it in the comments, right? You probably don't have a clip rail. If you're interested in getting more information, there is a link below in the video description. I can make one for you, or I also have the file to download if you want to make one yourself. But again, I just love this, and I have these mounted in a couple different places in my truck camper and in the truck. The third thing are wall organizers. I have all of these cabinets, and there's all this little dead space inside the doors. And so for each of these cabinets, I've designed custom organizers to hold my stuff specifically. So for example, this one is just the right width for my salt and pepper, and I keep my cooking oil here. And this one holds 4 of the spices that I like to use perfectly, so they're not sliding around and banging into each other on the road. And that's one of the really cool things about designing and 3D printing your own stuff. You can make it just the right size, just the right width and depth and height. You can decide how you want to mount it. This one I use screws, right? Screws on this one as well. But I use adhesives for a lot of these too when they're a little bit lighter. And the thing that's so awesome about this is you can use every inch. Like, look at this cabinet door, right? I just have an extra inch in here before it would start hitting the pots and stuff, but it's a perfect spot to hold these hot pads for cooking, right? If I'm making pasta, I use these on my pot to dump out the water so I don't burn my hands. And look, it's perfectly dimensioned size to these. They just slide right in, but they stay right there. They're not going anywhere. And I can use this little bit of space on the back of the door. And then I look at this and I go, oh my goodness, I can store something else right there, right? So if you're interested in some of these organization things, I have some links in the description below where you can learn more. But this is like the #1 thing I like 3D printing for. You can just make these little bespoke organizers that fit your space perfectly to hold your things. You can design it however you want to design it. And what I do for some of these actually is I just attach them with this Velcro, right? It's this VHB backed dual lock. It's not actually Velcro technically, but it's dual lock, and I just put it on the cabinet, so if I ever want to remount something or I need to get behind something for maintenance, I can easily take it off, and then it easily reconnects with just a push. I've had really good luck with adhesives. I actually have a blog post I just wrote talking about how I use adhesives to hang everything in here, and I'm sort of moving away from screws. It's just easier to mount with adhesives, and I've had really good luck with things staying mounted vertically on walls like this for 5 or even 6 years. And it gets hot in here, it gets cold in here, right? And it's held up really well, and I'd rather just not drill a hole if I don't have to. I hope this video helps you to see why I love 3D printing. It's not just a thing to make cute objects. I make functional stuff that solves my own problems, that are made just for me in the size and the color and the finishes I want. It's helped me to get out there more often. It just makes life a little bit easier, a little bit more enjoyable, right? When this box is organized and I can find stuff and it's not a mess, that just makes me a little bit happier, and I can focus on the reasons I love getting out there, right? To explore cool off-road trails, to sit around the campfire with friends, and to be active paddling, hiking, biking, things like that, right? So I hope that inspires you to think about, hey, what could 3D printing do for me? Maybe you have a 3D printer, maybe you have a friend that has one, maybe you should get one. I've been thinking about sharing more of these videos, showing more of those 50 things that I've made for myself, and also maybe making some videos where I explain how I design these things. Not all of this has to be very complicated. A lot of these things I sketch up in about 30 seconds, I design it in about 5 minutes, and I have a finished print within an hour, right? So it's a really practical thing, and you can get started with a great quality 3D printer for just a couple $100s. So if you're already making stuff with a 3D printer for your rig, share it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're making and maybe check out one of the designs. And if you haven't gotten into it yet, I'm curious, are you interested? What would you like to see? Do you want to see what else I've made? Do you want me to do a little bit of teaching to show you how I use 3D design and 3D printing to make these custom things for myself? Let me know to help me figure out what to make next. And, you know, speaking of making cute little decorative things, I even make my own 3D printed keychains, right? It's just super cool, right? I don't lose my keys. Hi, this is Orange, and I give these out to people I meet along the trail. So if you see me out there, ask me for one of these. All right, I hope that was interesting. I know this video was a little bit different than what I normally make, but I hope it inspires you. Until next time, I'm Adam from Bantha Overland, and I hope to see you out there on the trail. At Bantha Overland, we're on a mission to inspire and enable more people to get outside and experience the fulfillment of overland-based travel. Join us as we share our adventures and tips for finding awesome routes and dispersed camping, make our own DIY overland gear, and find our balance of mixing work and play as we try to spend more of our time traveling, exploring, and connecting.